Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to go over my Fort Campbell Juvenile Hunt where I killed an 8-pointer. And I just wanted to thank y'all for coming back to the channel. Please like and subscribe to help us grow it. And stay tuned for more videos.
You'll see a lot of young bucks driving around Fort Campbell. This is one of the really nice ones. It's a good 8-pointer, but just a 2.5-year-old. It's nice to watch these deer. They have two different campgrounds here on Fort Campbell. One is all campers, the other one is campers and cabins. I think they've got about 8 cabins to rent. It's strictly for ID card holders, DOD ID card holders. So you have to be either active duty, retired, or a veteran in order to be able to rent these cabins. So one of the great benefits of being in the military is opportunities like this. Most of the time we do all of our own cooking. Every now and then we'll treat ourselves to Becky's. It's one of our favorite breakfast places.
Are you happy to be at Becky's?
4 years ago, 5 years ago, we were in Trey, and then you come out and text him and told him we were going to Becky's. We'd be back to pick him up. It looked like he'd been shot with arrows because when he come out, there was arrows everywhere out of his backpack.
And he had those sitlock that were so baggy and long. He's dragging his pants. He got arrows everywhere, and he's like, "I thought you left me."
Told Mom not to do it.
You're the one that made me do it. I was like, "We gotta tell him. We gotta tell him the truth." You're like, "No, just wait." And then
Blowing our phones up.
Jimmy's going, "Don't answer it." Do you know how hard that was for me not to answer the phone? I was going,
like, that's good. Let's leave his little punk right here.
"That's not true."
Little kid come rolling, looked like one of them little roly-polies rolling out of the woods. That raccoon running.
We left the house a little bit early. That way we could stop by our Kentucky farm. Trey wanted the confidence to know that each of the shotguns are on. So we wanted to make sure we went and were able to shoot them, make sure they hit where we wanted, and more than anything, just give him the confidence that everything's lined up right. They're all the same guns. A little bit different stock on that one, and then mine's camo. Shooting the same target, or shoot the right one on this one, Trey? Money. Killer. Shoot if you want, John.
Oh no, I'm good.
Do you feel a little more confident now? I know that's what you were looking for.
Well, that's a big part of it.
Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful.
We're headed to pick up Trey. He had a couple of shots. Deer are still in the field. Trey's over there. You guys look out. Trey's over there. He'll sling them.
Watch out, there's got to be 2. What's this?
Where's number 2?
What'd he say?
We ain't finding number 2. There is a perfectly clean arrow.
Bless his heart.
What the hell we doing? Playing Cowboys and Indians, son?
Did you say you hate deer? Did you see him over there in the field?
I saw them when they ran.
There was 3.
Jimmy was going, "Trey's over there."
I heard you.
They're just now starting to move good. At least you had a shot.
Or 2.
Take it easy. Easy, easy, easy. Does that hurt?
Just the pride.
So tell me your story, please, sir.
Well, I missed that shot. And then she ran over there and I missed that shot. Y'all probably passed number 2 on the way here. It was about 4 feet high. But that's the 3rd deer I've missed high. It's my bow.
It might be your bow.
We don't need to test
You
it.
don't need to confirm it.
We don't need to
We don't
test
need
it.
to test it though.
Bless you.
Breakfast.
Starting out early on the juvenile hunt, nothing better than a special made breakfast of these outstanding JR muffins.
Juvenile 2023.
From the looks of it, if we don't kill them, we'll bad hair them to death.
Handsome.
Early morning, he's able to walk a little bit on his leg. As the day progresses on, he'll be back on his crutches to help reduce the swelling. It's nice and cool out this morning. Mama's gonna hang out here at the cabin. Trey and I are headed out to our area. We drew area 11.
I hope you tag out.
I think the reason Jim didn't film it is because he was trying not to get shot because the barrel was like right here over his head. So what had happened is we were sitting over there at that double tree over there, and then we heard something run up behind us, and we thought it was a doe for a little bit, and then Jim seen its head turn. We knew it was a buck. So I was facing that way down the hill. So I turned around and basically laid my gun over Jim's head and shot him right here.
And where's the truck? Right there's my truck. Right there's blood. Right there is the tree. Nice wide 8-pointer. You see his crutch in his background. We're kind of limited on our abilities. So we weren't being real picky. And Trey killed him a good buck today.
Yep.
Heck yeah, it didn't take long. We got a big buck down. We're rolling up on the cabin. Gonna pick up Mama, go get it checked in.
There comes my killer. What's up, killer? Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
You hear me?
Yes, you're surprised he can still hear.
What? The barrel was probably right here. The end of
What?
So why was the barrel right there?
Okay, so if this is a Y in a tree right here, I'm sitting like right here, and Jim's almost like tucked behind the tree right here. We were expecting him to come here, so it's not the opener area.
Opener?
Yeah.
More open?
And we heard something like stomping up the woods behind us. Not stomping, like running. And he wasn't a very quiet deer. But Jim turned around and said there's a huge doe behind us. And I looked and I thought it was a doe too. And for about, 2 or 3 minutes we thought it was a doe. And so...
When I say behind us, maybe from here to the automobile only sign.
This is about exactly how it was. And then
Leaned up on my backpack, just chilling.
and
We were talking about, well, once it lightens up a little bit more, we'll kind of get a game plan of where we want to exactly be. Go ahead.
And then this is what it sounded like behind us. And then Jim looked back and said it was a doe. And then he looked back again. And after I looked back, and then he looked back again and said, kill it. And I thought he was talking about a different deer because I had asked him if there was a buck with it. And he said, kill it again. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I saw it turn a little. I saw his antlers. So I did, and he was looking at us. I did like a pivot move here. And I laid the gun like right there. If I was more on top of him.
Are you serious?
So I had no idea if he hit it. He goes, that was on its shoulder. I'm like, I've heard that before. Sit tight, want me to where he was at. He got up there and found some blood, so we sat down a minute. We sat down probably 20 minutes. Yeah. Like, I need some coffee. I'm looking at the truck, looking at my coffee, where we're sitting. I need to check it for holes. Started looking around a little bit more, started finding a lot of blood. I was like, all right, let's just go track it for a little bit and see where it goes. So it's headed toward the truck and died 50 yards from the road.
That's awesome.
Walked right up on it.
That is so awesome. Well, show me.
Not a Fort Campbell giant, but with the grip and the crutches,
It's perfect.
it was.
We got a deer heart too.
Yeah. Nice job, buddy.
Wide.
He's pretty. He looks older.
He got a big body.
He's awesome. Oh, wow. You did get the heart.
Hang on, I'll get you a Ziploc.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I hit his line. Where I shot him, there was bone that blew out of him.
Where did you hit him?
That right there's the exit. I hit him like right here on the.
That's perfect.
He took off before he shot it. He started to take off, and I stopped him. And that's when I was like, God, it's fixing to happen. It's fixing to happen.
Biggest concern is I tried to get the barrel over Jim, like past him, so the muzzle flash wouldn't get him. It's bad when you have to consider that.
That is bad.
I had a haircut. It better on fire.
I love it.
It's not the biggest, but I'm crippled and.
Buddy,
I'm happy with
you
it.
be easy jumping, don't land on that foot. It is exactly what's supposed to happen. God put it there, made it easy for you to recover, made an easy shot for you. He's a beaut, Clark. Who's the best guide in the world?
Old Jim here set us up in the dark, and it was about perfect.
What did we see on the way back?
A pretty good deer.
Where at?
It was in the hardwood ridge where I like to hunt and stuff.
Or?
A sagegrass field.
Was it really?
After I said I hate sagegrass field.
So you saw a good one in the sage grass?
What about clear cuts?
Killed one in the clear cut after I said I hate clear cuts.
We're eating a lot of crow.
You get this. Put him on the buck. Killed the buck. Prior to killing the buck, what'd you hear this morning?
Wood ducks. He
No.
even put me on wood
I
ducks.
mean, come on.
That is awesome.
We're in a dilemma, Clark.
What's our dilemma?
Well, we got to get it on ice. We can't take care of it here. I don't know how warm it's going to get today. We got to find a way either to get it cleaned and get it on ice. We go to Kentucky, we can clean it up there.
It's a northeast wind out of Kentucky.
I thought we couldn't bring it up there.
We can take it either way. Once we leave post, it can't come back on post. We can take it to Kentucky and clean it. We can take it to Tennessee and clean it. We can't clean it here. There's signs everywhere. It doesn't matter to me, whatever y'all want to do.
This is Trey's weirdness right here. How did you discover this?
I was playing with a hoof one day.
That's disgusting. On Veterans Day, Trey is ahead of Jimmy. The score is now 3. Trey, Jimmy, 2. Mama, TBD. Coming up on the cool kid line.
In 2019, when we first started coming up here for the juvenile hunt, you used to check them in at the Hunting and Fishing Lodge. There was a big line of people there, and Trey asked what that was. I said, that's the cool kid line. When you kill a deer, you become a cool kid. You get to go to that line. So from now on, every time we go up for juvenile, Trey always talks about wanting to go to the cool kid line. I'll take whatever comes by.
And it was like 40 yards from the truck after it was spent when they found it.
He's running by himself.
Yeah.
Looking for love.
One of the neat things about the juvenile hunt up here is everybody has to physically take their deer and check it in, whether it's a doe or a buck. You go to Lake Kyle, you can meet the wildlife biologists for Fort Campbell, the TWRA agents. They also put on a really nice lunch for everybody. But it's really cool to see everybody kind of come together with like-minded ideas and hobbies.
3.5. Yep.
It's not only just checking the deer in with the game wardens. The biologists there, they do an incredible job of managing the herd. They age them, weigh them, take all the measurements of them. That way they can properly manage all the deer on Fort Campbell. They also check all the license paperwork. They hold the kids accountable and teach good ethics. Up here around Fort Campbell, you see helicopters a lot of times. Here's 3 UH-60s. That's freedom.
That's so cool.
Due to the temperatures and not being able to process them on post where we're staying at the cabin, we're headed back to our Kentucky farm. Once we get up there, we'll get this deer skinned out, quartered up, and get it on ice. Thankfully, I don't have to do as much as I used to. I've taught Trey well, and he usually takes care of most all of it. We're going to get this deer deboned, get it on ice, because we decided we're going to hunt again tonight.
That's a perfect shot, dude.
Trey wants to mount this deer, so once we get close to the ears, I'm going to help him out, make sure we don't put any holes in the hide.
The old deer hangers come in handy.
3 on it.
So this
2 does and
that's third
a
the
doe
buck.
and a buck.
That's the first buck on there.
4th one on here. He's killed 2 does. One was at Henry, one was here. I put 2 on this one, and now the buck.
Ah, so 4 deer.
We're real good at math. I'll take it up as close to his ears as we can. Why?
Is there an easier route to get her out?
So on this evening hunt, Beth was able to kill a doe, and of course, just like always, Trey kills another one, and it runs into the nastiest, thickest stuff that it could find. My family always has a knack for killing it. It'll either run down the steepest hill or the thickest briar patch. That's where I have to go in and find them.
She's huge.
That one I was going to shoot makes that one look small.
Good grief! She is freaking huge.
I didn't check in.
She's huge.
John said, hold on, yours is bigger than that.
I didn't realize how big she was.
Yours is big.
Beth killed one right before Trey did. I was able to pick it up, fortunately, right on the ranger trail on our way to get Trey. We have 2 more deer that we need to debone and get on ice.
That's Mama's whopper doe.
How big her head is.
Beth absolutely loves deer hunting. She hadn't killed one yet this year, and I had an opportunity to kill one, and there's no way in the world I was going to shoot another one prior to her killing her first one for the season. That would have been a long, miserable ride back home to Tennessee, but she was able to get it done. Trey was able to get it done. Packed up, headed back home for Trey's 8th grade football banquet. We continuously are blessed all around our lives with these incredible coaches and opportunities that we have and memories that we make in the field.
When I call your name, I want you to come up. We've got 6 all-conference guys. Trey Randolph. Had some damage in his leg. Trey Randolph probably played 3 more games than he needed to. And it was finally at a game where Davey finally said, "You're out." And Trey argued with him a little bit and still wanted to go in there. And Davey said, "You're done." And Trey had surgery, which he should have had a long time ago. But it's that kind of mentality. It's that kind of whatever. These boys are good boys. Do y'all remember when the man, I don't know what the terminology is, but the man basically died in the stands. Y'all remember that earlier this year? So we were asked to take the players and take them in the locker room. The players didn't know what happened. So they just know something's up. They go in the locker room, they're kind of talking around, we go in there and I said, "Hey, look, something bad's happened in the stands. I don't need y'all to do nothing but pray. That's what I need you to do." And I left. I stood outside the door to make sure, and I never heard a word. Not one. Now you think about that. That's 39 boys in a locker room that don't really know what's going on, and they're not saying a word. Cool moment for your boys I wanted to share. Last night on the way home, we were talking with Trey about how the gentleman died and the people doing CPR and shocking him got him back and got a pulse. Trey immediately raised up proud and said, "Mom, we were all praying hard together, and that had to be when he came back." Three words. I'm going to read it again. Mom, we were all praying hard together, and that had to be when he came back. We felt it. And your kids are in that room praying hard enough and knowing that that man came back, that they had a part in that. I can't top that. We can't top it on the football field. Your kids get it. They get it. They believe in the power of prayer. They believe there's a God in heaven. They believe that he heals. They felt it. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. I'd drop it right there. They get it. I can't thank you enough. They get it. That's some good boys right there. That's some good players. You know, forever be my players.